David Vickers Buchanan. Last known whereabouts.
Isn't the story on David Vickers?
He is the first in the series. The new Jilters.
Jilters? What are you, Jane Austen? People don't get jilted anymore, Kelly. They get dumped. Besides, what Vickers did is not new. At least not for him. So what is this?
I hired someone to track him down. To get Dorian some closure.
Excuse me. Not closure, there you go. Closed. I gotta say, maybe you could start spending more time at the office, doing something more traditional, like work.
Oh. Well, you're in rare form today. Did you get a decision from the judge about Danny?
No, not yet.
Well, no news is good news, right? The longer the judge takes, the more likely you're getting to...
Save it. There's only two things that would make me feel better right now. One of them can't stand me. The other one's dead.
What? What is it you think I did to Taya?
Not to her. To Danny and her dad. You lied to them, Greg. How could you not tell them that Taya wanted them there before she died?
I did tell them.
Not when it counted.
By the time Todd and Danny got there, Taya was already gone. It was a big enough blow as it was. I didn't want to add to it.
That's crazy. It would have helped them to know that she wanted them there.
It was a judgment call, Des. If I had a chance to do it over...
Yeah, well, there's no do-overs when someone dies.
You're right. Look, there's a lot of things I wish I could do differently. That I wish I could change.
Class started without me.
It might not be a bad thing.
And why is that?
Well, you said you had Mr. Stein, right?
Yeah?
Do you know what they call this guy? End of the line Stein. He's like the bottom of the barrel as far as instructors go. Guy loves nothing more than hear the sound of his own voice.
I just want to get my license. I don't care who my teacher is.
Well, then you're in luck. Because the Nathaniel Q. Salinger World Famous Driving Academy is holding his first session today. Hop in.
You don't understand. I don't have a job. Bobby doesn't have a job, and we can hardly afford to pay for this breakfast as it is, let alone a college tuition.
Okay, what if you had another chance at that grant?
That's not how it works.
Maybe it is this time, thanks to a friend of mine.
What friend?
Well, I mentioned your situation to my boss's brother.
Clint Buchanan?
Yes, he knows the dean, and it turns out that this grant fell through with someone else, so it's still available.
You're kidding.
No, and Clint put in a good word for you.
How did you manage that? Did it involve sleeping with him?
Who offers?
You're a jackass. She's trying to help me.
I just want to know where the help is coming from. I mean, that's a fair question. How many billionaires are going to go out on a limb for a kid they don't even know?
I didn't even ask Clint to do it.
And now he's the answer to your prayers. Why? What kind of a deal did you make?
There was no deal.
Exactly, Bobby. Not everybody's like you. Some people do stuff without expecting to get sex in return.
What the hell does that mean?
It's not even worth arguing about. James, you have to call the financial aid office. They're expecting to hear from you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I'll call him right now.
Okay.
She's gonna be safe if I leave her here alone with you, right?
No.
You look out for your brother. That's good.
I didn't do it for your approval.
Well, I know that. And you're suspicious of me, and there's no mystery why. But I'm hoping that maybe someday I can change that.
By suddenly showing up and handing out favors? James and I don't need that. We have each other. We're good.
It doesn't appear that way at the moment. I stepped in because I want James to succeed, and I just assume that you want that too.
Of course.
So please, support him in getting this grant, because my friend can make it happen.
Dean McKenzie, it's...
Up if you want to go right. Down if you want to go left.
Okay.
And try it.
Oh, okay. Right, and left. Okay, turn signals. Got it. What's this? Oh, duh. what about this pedal? What's that used for?
Oh, well, this is the gas. And you knew that already.
I'm not a total idiot.
Yeah. Actually, you seem pretty comfortable. Have you taken lessons before?
Oh, not really. But when I was little, my dad would put me on his lap sometimes and let me steer his truck.
Cool.
Yeah, we used to take Route 1 all the way around the island. You should have seen the weird looks we got, because I guess some people thought that it was me who was actually driving. And then someone would call my mom, and that was the end of our fun and games. She always said that she'd teach me how to drive for real someday. Now I guess it's supposed to be my dad's job.
Which dad? Ross or Todd?
I guess that depends on the judge now.
I know what it's like to lose someone you love.
We're not talking about you, are we?
Well, you know what, Todd, the thing about grief is that it's so big. And it's so all-encompassing. Sometimes it can keep you from thinking straight.
How am I not thinking straight?
Taya left you. It wasn't her choice. But here you are, abandoned, and now you are afraid that Danny's gonna abandon you too. So you invest her with these feelings that she doesn't really have.
Did you get this from a shrink or something? Because I hate shrinks. I hate the way they talk. Don't you know that?
I will put it in language that you can understand. You just said that Danny can't stand you, and that is completely ridiculous.
Well, how the hell would you know? Have you ever spoken 2 words to her?
Well, I don't have to. I look at her actions, and you know what? She's hanging in. She's hanging in. I mean, she could have run off with Ross the minute he showed up. But she's still here, Todd, and that means something.
Means she doesn't want to leave her boyfriend.
Come on. Look at what you two have been through. You both lost someone you loved. I mean, that bonds people.
Bonding, and before it was investing. What are you, the stock market? Jeez.
Okay, you want to give me the list of approved words?
Only one word I want to hear. She seems to have no problem telling it to Ross, but not to me, man. Not a chance.
Are we talking about love here?
I think I heard her say it to Ross.
Telling him she loved him?
Yeah. He said something on the phone, and she said me too, so...
What about you?
What about me? What? What do you mean?
Have you told Danny you love her? Ever?
No, I can't.
Maybe it's time.
I can't.
Why not?
Because she might not say it back.
Are you okay?
Sure. I'm fine.
You don't seem fine.
But I'm just concerned about this patient. I want her to do well.
The one in there?
Yeah. Yeah, she's had a rough time. You know, a lot of problems.
You'll fix them. You always do.
Not always, Des.
You would have fixed Danny's mom if you could have. She was just too sick.
I should get back to this patient, and you should get back to school.